Yeah. Okay, so good evening everybody. My name is Nathaniel, as most of you know. And today we had to do Visa Chronicles as usual, but the guests cannot come live with me. So this is exactly what we're going to do. In the next 1 hour, like from now till I think it's 8 p.m. in Ghana and it's 9 p.m. in Nigeria and it's 4 p.m. here. So from now till the next 1 hour, this is what we're going to do. If you have any questions for me, you can ask me. So we talk about that really quick. And I know most of you know the reason why I'm here, to help as many people with their interviews, to help as many people um, realize their dreams. That is why I'm here. And we are doing a lot. My team and myself, we are hosting webinars, we are writing books, we are coming live as we are here today. We are answering your questions just to see you succeed. And so you have to take advantage of this opportunity and realize your dream. Okay. Every resource I give, every resource I provide is very important to help you succeed. And so take this as an opportunity. Ask any question you want to ask. If I have an idea and by God's grace I have learned a lot about this system. And so if I have an idea of that, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to answer your questions. So Omotolani said happy Sunday. How are you doing? And thank you for the gift. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. And so just make use of this opportunity. Ask any question you want to ask. If I have an answer, I'm going to give you the answer right away and you continue. And as I always say, you have a big dream, and so break it down into smaller chunks, smaller sections. This week my goal is to apply to 10 schools. You apply to those 10 schools. Next week my goal is maybe emailing professors to try and get scholarships. You do that maybe for next 2 weeks. So try breaking down your goal or your dream into smaller chunks. Start from today. I know it's hard, it's difficult, but imagine yourself achieving your dream. How are you going to feel? You're going to feel amazing, right? So put in the work right now. Omotalani said, can you ask any question? Yeah, you can ask any question. That is the main reason why I'm here. So if you have any questions for me, if you are here right now, you have any question, and do well to share the live as well. Share the live to your friends. And if you just joined, you let me know where you're watching from. That's very important. I need to know where you're watching from. So if you're here on YouTube, let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching from TikTok, let me know where you're watching from. Keep Yafo said, I'm going to the embassy next week for F1 questions to be asked. Yanet said, I'm watching from Ethiopia. Yanet, how have you been? How have you been? Teresa said, congrats. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Is it my first time watching from Nigeria? Oh, nice. Nice. Um, Yanet, how have you been? You said I'm going for my F1 next week. Questions to be asked. So for F1, whether masters or undergrad, there is one thing I need you to focus on. If you are an F1, if you're going for your student's visa, you said I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. He said, yeah, I'm about to answer your questions, Abena. So if hey July, thank you very much for the gift. If you are going for your undergrad or your masters for your visa interview, this is what I've learned so far. You have to get a story. That is non-negotiable. Get a story. Um, get something about you that you want the visa officer to know, and it mostly has to relate to your major, what you want to study here. Okay, number one, get a story. And so, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How about you? So the first thing I would let everybody do if you're going for your F1 students visa interview, number one, you have to get a story. Like, for example, is and in my book I wrote agriculture. For example, you want to come to the US because in your home country Let me use this example. So it takes time, as I said, it takes time for you to get a story. So number one, the first thing you have to do is to get a story. They are not going to give visas to random people, and people think it's because of luck. You have to get something to pitch to the visa officer, and it has to be related to your major. And I always give this example that he said I'm good. Okay. I always give this example that let's say you're a rich man. Okay, you are very rich, and two people come to you for investment. They want to start a business. The first one told you that, hey, I want to start a business. Can you give me money? But he hasn't done anything about business before. And the next one has invested. He knows a lot about the stock market. He knows a lot about business. Who are you going to invest in? You're going to invest in the person who has been helping himself or herself. Okay. And that's the same thing with the interview. Visa officers will only help or will only grant visas to people they feel like they are trying to help themselves. So if you're coming here for computer science, what project have you been building in computer science? Try and tell them what you've been doing. Okay. So for example, if they ask you why the US, you're coming here to do electrical engineering. I always use that because that was my major. So your story should be around that area. So you can write down this that maybe farmers in your home country, um, farmers in your home country use manual farming, and agriculture provides a lot of revenue for your country. And so you want to come here, learn a lot about electrical engineering, how to make robots and AI detection and stuff, and eventually go back to your country and help with that. That makes sense. They see somebody who has a dream, they see somebody who has a goal, they see somebody who has something in mind to do for his home country. And so that's an advice I'll give everyone. Number one, get a story. Okay. Try and get a story. Is that there's a pause there? It depends on the country. If Nana Kwame, you're a Ghanaian, so I don't think there's a pause on immigration visa for Ghana. He said congratulations on your graduation, senior. Thank you very much. Thank you. I graduated like long time ago, but I posted it today. Thank you very much. Yeah. So if you're going for your visa interview, my biggest advice I'll give you is a story. Everybody who I mentored and they got approved, they had a story. Okay. So number one, try your possible best to get a story, get a pitch. So that's number one. People say it's not important, but if I'm coaching you, it's compulsory. It's by force. You have to get a story. Okay. So the first thing you have to do for any visa interview, number one, get a story. Number two, when you're answering the questions, for example, why the US? Okay, this is what I recommend everybody to do. Thank you for the likes. There's my first like on YouTube. Those on YouTube like. So in a book I published, I talked about a method I recommend most people to use. I call it the bridge method. So if you want to answer any question and you are stuck, you can use that method. The method has three parts. The first one is you have to answer the question directly. The second part is you use your story to explain, and the third part is you keep quiet. They don't need very long explanation. They need a short and a clear explanation. So let me use this example. Number one, maybe for example, you're coming here to do nursing. Okay, you're a nursing student and you're coming to the US to do nursing. And they ask you why the US? And already, as I told you, you have to get a story. That is very compulsory. So maybe you've written down this story. In your community where you grew up, malaria and cholera is killing many people. Malaria and cholera is killing many children. And so you decided to come to the US, study nursing, and eventually go back to help your community fight malaria and cholera. That is your story. That is like your past, your present, your future, what you want to do. Okay, you are done with your story. So when you go there, they ask you a question like, why the USA? You can use a bridge method. Number one, answer the question directly. So you can say, I'm going to the US to study nursing at, you mentioned the name of the school, Ohio State University. So you're done answering the question. Number two, explain with your story. So this is what you're going to do. So after you answer the question with the directly, so I'm going to the US to study nursing at Ohio State University, you are done. So second one, you explain with your story. So you go back to your story. Growing up, I saw many children in my community die of malaria and cholera, and this sparked this fire in me that I have to do something about it. So I decided to go to the USA, learn more about disease prevention, especially under Dr. You mentioned a professor's name in the school, and especially under Dr. Lee, who is currently working on disease prevention. And so after that, I'll use the knowledge and skills to go back to my community and help them fight malaria and cholera because many children are dying from these diseases. You are done. So after explaining with your story, the third point, keep quiet. Okay, that is the bridge method. That is how I recommend you use to answer visa interview questions. Hey, Alexandro, how are you doing? So answer the question directly. They asked you a question. Answer it. Why are you going? Answer the question first. I'm going to the US to study blah 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 blah. At you mentioned the name of the school. You are done. And this is not the only method of answering questions, but if you are confused or you don't know how the thing goes, use this method. So number one, answer the question directly. Number two, explain with your story. Number three, keep quiet. That is the whole thing about the bridge method. So make sure you have a story if you are going for your interview very soon. Get a story. Okay. So example is what I just gave, right? I gave a nice story that I'm going to the US to study nursing, learn more about disease prevention. I was specific about the professor I want to study under. I mentioned the name of a professor, Professor Lee, who is currently working on something. Okay, so in a visa officer's mind, he knows that this person has a dream. This person is, he has something to do in his life. So, and he wants to prevent diseases in his home country. So if I prevent this person from getting the visa, people are still going to die in his village. So I'm going to give this person the visa. So that is the importance of a story. Stories always convince them. So if you go there and you don't have a story, it's going to be very difficult to answer their questions. So always get a story. He said, I'm in Europe. Oh, okay, nice. Nice. Yeah. So always get a story no matter what. It does a good job of convincing. So these are the importance of getting a story. Number one, it convinces the visa officer. Like it does a good job convincing them. So if you go there with a good story, like what I just said, you are coming to learn about disease prevention, go back to your community, help people there with malaria and cholera because it's killing many children or it's killing many people. It is great. Like they'll see an ambitious person. And one person I coached, I wrote it in the book. Um, he was coming here to do computer science. So he talked about the project he's already building. He's building an AI project. Okay. So he talked about that, but he wants to develop that AI project. Okay. So, and development of that AI project, he can't do it in Ghana because there is no courses there. So he wants to come here, do that course, do computer science, and eventually go back and build that AI project, which is great. So they want people with value to come to their country. They want people with vision. So if you don't have any vision, you don't have any value, going there relying on luck, praying all day. Prayer works. I believe in prayer a lot. It works 100%. Prayer works. So if you are preparing prayer as well, it works. But if you are relying all your hopes on prayer without preparing, it's not going to work for you. Trust me. There are people who are doing 100 days fast, but it doesn't work for them because they don't know the rules of the game. After you pray, you have to do the physical part. What's the physical part? Number one, get a story. Number two, answer the questions with the bridge method, as I always showed you. So that is one importance of a story. So always get a story. Okay. It convinces the visa officer. Number two, the importance of a story. There are times where you get stuck, you don't know what to do. And so the story, you fall on the story as a safe net. So an example is, let me give you an example. For example, what are your plans after graduation? Okay. So already you have a story. Okay. Your story summarizes everything for you. You have a story to go back to your country to fight malaria and cholera. So you just tell them that your dream of going back to your country to fight these diseases. So your story summarizes everything for you. That is it. So if you're going, be yourself, be confident, like you've got this. I think you have already done difficult things. I know many people of you can sell in the market. Many people are selling the market. Many people are struggling in life right now as I speak. And so if you have been through all these difficulties, especially in Africa, and you are using just 3 minutes, and for your information, visa interview is like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes if they check your documents, if they check your bank statement, they take a long time checking your bank statement. So just for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, you can't express yourself. You can't tell somebody the reason why you want to go to their country. No, you have to do that because you've been through a lot already. Okay, so you can do that. I believe in you. So yeah, do that. Is there, can you tell me about the interview of a tourist visa? So a tourist visa, unlike the students visa normally they focus on uh, students visa is in a way tighter because many students misuse the visa. They stay here permanently after school because they require you to go back after school. So if you stay here without OPT or without anything, that is why students visa is very difficult of late because people overstay their visas. But for B1, B2, they also check your home ties a lot. So the for B1, B2 or tourist visa. So if you don't know B1, B2 and you're watching me right now, it's tourist visa. F1 or F1 is student's visa. F2 is a dependent of a student's visa. J1 is an exchange visitor visa. What again? What again? Um, I think C is transit visa, and M is vocational student visa. And so yeah, I'm going off board. So back to your question. For tourist visa, they mostly check your temporary stay. That is what they mostly check. So you go in, you also have to have a plan. They have to know that you are already working because you're unemployed. What shows that you're going to come back? So make sure you are working. Um, and make sure to get something to come back to, like proof home ties. What is the reason why you are going to come back to your home country? So try and get that and tell them that. Yeah. Yeah. H1B visa is work visa. M visa is vocational student visa. Is there, can you use a story method for B1, B2? Yeah, of course, absolutely. You can use a story method for B1, B2. So when they ask you why the US, oh, it hurts me that I don't have the book here. I would have shown you a book I wrote on visas. I have all these examples, so it's going to show you whatever you have to do. And I wrote this example in there. Maybe tomorrow I'll come live and I'll show it to you and how to get an example. But I have a free book on my bio on TikTok, so you can click it and download it. The free book. Yeah, it's on my bio. Yanet said, "Can you tell me about?" I I need to invite you here. I don't know how, but try try coming up, Yanet. He said my spouse is in Canada. Um, so for spouse visa, you have to really prove the relationship with you and your spouse. So you can send some pictures. You have to solidify the relationship between you two. So they will ask more questions about the relationship between you two. When did you get married? You have to know that. Um, Sometimes they go as far as how did you meet and stuff. So and why are you going? So you have maybe you're going to visit your wife and stuff. So if you're down here, kindly ask your questions. I'm not getting any questions from here. So if you're here, I'm mostly looking up there. So if you're here, ask your question. You said, can a scholarship worth 13,000 and a tuition of guarantee a visa approval? For that, I can't really tell you that, but I can give you a percentage. The probability of you getting is quite low for that deficit of late. So the probability of you getting this is quite low. Let me charge my laptop really quick. So maybe tomorrow I have to go somewhere, but after I'm back, I'll come live again. I may get the book. I'll show it to you all, and I would recommend you get a copy, especially those going for their B1, B2 visa and F visa. But for H1B and stuff, I don't have a book for that. So if you joined me on YouTube, I have a link in the comments. You can join and ask your questions. Okay. Yeah. You said I haven't gotten the F1 book, bro. July, I sent it to you via email, right? Or I haven't sent it. And I think I have your recording with me. I haven't the people who joined the webinar. I still have the recording. I have to send it. I was thinking that the size is too much. Like the size for the video is too much. So I think it's a 1 hour webinar. So I was thinking of uploading it on YouTube. I'll make it private and I'll share the link to those who joined so you can see it instead of you sending it to you, because when you are downloading it, it's going to take like more than 2 GB of data. So you fill the form. I'll try. I'll look at it and they'll send it to you today. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, McMill. Yeah. I'm coming. He said I have a J1 visa interview on 6th of July. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Kofi, how are you doing? It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Graduated. Yeah. Oh, you went back to Ghana. You went back to Ghana. So if you're on YouTube or on Facebook, I think I sent a link in the comments, so you can join and ask any question you want to ask. Okay. He said my date is 25th of June, please. Yeah. Okay, you call me after this. Okay, we will talk. Yeah, you call me after this, so we talk. McMill, this is what I'm going to do after this live, right? On my TikTok bio, there is a link and it goes straight to a book I published. But I'm going to remove that link from there and I'm going to put a link, another link. That link um would help you contact me one-on-one. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do after this. So after if you are here after this, you go to my TikTok bio. You're going to see a link. Not right now. Right now, the link is going to send you to the books I was talking about. But I'm going to put another link there where you can get access to me one-on-one. Yeah, I'm going to do that after this one. Alessandro said, what makes the visa officer on visa interview? Alessandro, I don't understand your question. Yeah, Swagger, as I said, I'm going to put a link in my bio after this live. So you all you have to do is you hit the link. I have some dates available where I'm free. I'm not always free. So you choose a date and I'll meet you. That's how we're going to do it. Yeah. So you choose a date and a time. I have times available this week. So you use a link, get a date and a time. I'll meet you around that time. We talk on video. So yeah. And if you're already on YouTube, I think the link is already on YouTube. So I don't have to change anything. You go to my YouTube bio, there are links there. The first link is that link. So you hit the link, you book a session with me, and we talk. Will I pay for it? No, it's a 10-minute session. I just want to hear what you have and we talk. So it's free. It's not is that will I pay for it? Yeah, it's a 10-minute session, so it's short, it's free. Yep. Is that I have 1 year home tie. Can I use my job? Yeah, you can use your job as home tie. You can use your job. But if you still don't want to use your job as a student, one form of home ties, there are a lot of ways to prove your home ties, but one form of home ties I recommend for every student is the career home ties. Okay. Career home ties is simply telling them that after school, this is what you want to do with your career. Maybe you came here to do which course? Masters in Business Administration. So you want to go back and start your own business back in Ghana. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a business owner before you come here. Okay. That's the career home tie. So mostly for students, that's what I recommend because most students are not working. Most students do not have their own family. So for students, I recommend the career home ties more. Is that what I have? Why have I changed my hairstyle? I'm going for yeah. I have to speak at a certain conference tomorrow, so I had to cut everything off. So yeah, yeah. So you guys should pray for me. I hope everything goes well. Yeah, that's why I changed it. Yeah. Why do I look terrible in this haircut? I think they recommended that, so I just had to look more presentable. Is that as well? Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, these are the girls said you are looking handsome anyway. Oh. Oh, Katia. Hey, Katia, how are you doing? Katia, how are you doing? I'm shy right now. I'm shy. I'm shy. I'm shy. Katia said, how to answer question, why should I approve your visa? I think this question you have to go back to your story again one more time. So, Katia, what do you want to do? What's your course again? I forgot. Is it teaching? I think you told me the other time. So, yeah, let's use the nursing again, malaria and cholera. This thing. I love that because that was my story. Katia said it's good. Is date available right now? I think the available date is in November. No, January 2027. I think the November is already filled in Ghana. I don't know for other countries, but I think dates will be available very soon. But I don't know. Yeah. Said any tips for J1 visa? J1 visa is also a non-immigrant visa. So, Katia, I'm going to answer your question very soon. That question. So, J1 visa is a non-immigrant visa. So, number one, proof home ties. That's very important. And number one, get a story before the home ties. Right, get a story. The story is going to help you a lot. And Dr. Kofi said J1 is easy. So yeah. Yeah, you can contact him. He's going to give you a lot of tips for J1. I don't know why he went back to Ghana though. So why should I approve your visa? So let's say your story is, and I'm key with getting a story. That's very, very important. So let's say your story is malaria and cholera is killing many people in my village. So I decided to go to the US, study under Professor Lee, who is currently working on disease prevention. So I'll get the knowledge and the skills and eventually go back to help my people or to help them from dying or something. That's your story. So why should I approve your visa? I'll go back to the story. That is the reason why you want to come here. So you're going to give a similar reason, but you have to improvise a little bit with that same story. So you can say, since you can go with why should I approve your visa is the same, is a similar way of answering why do you want to go to the USA? So if you have an answer to that, you can improvise that answer a little bit for this answer. And one big misconception is that many people think you have to get a special answer for every visa interview question, which is not true. They just want to get one whole idea about you, one whole picture about Katia. Like, who is Katia? Oh, he's a teacher who wants to come here. That is the reason why, again, I want you to get a story. They want to get one picture about you. So why should I approve your visa in a way is similar to why the USA. So why the USA, if you have an answer to that which is related to your story, improvise that same answer a little bit and use to answer the same question. Okay. Yeah. So don't try and get a different answer to every question. No, you have to get one story and link every answer to that specific story. Dr. Kofi said approval rate for J1 in Ghana is over 90%. I don't know whether she's from Ghana. Yeah. So don't ever think that every answer, every question they ask you has you have to get one specific answer to that question. No. You are presenting one big idea to them. That is why I'm very, very 100% key on getting the story. Yeah. So Katya, I hope I've answered your question, or you need a specific example. Is that sorry I'm late, but the visa bans for the 75 countries over. I haven't heard any news that it's over. I think it's still in effect. Yeah. He said, why is F1 visa refusal rate higher now? Um, it's higher because the number of people who are applying has increased. And so if the number of people are increasing, denial rate is of course going to increase. So direct proportion or something. Yeah. So the number of people are increasing, the number of people applying for visa. So in 2022, the number of people applied now is way more than the people who applied last year, last 2 years. So if the number of people applying for students visa is increasing, um, denial rate will of course increase, especially in Ghana where the increase is like very, very this way. The increase is this way. So the number of people applying, and also I would go with stricter policies as well. Um, because of the current government, I think there have been a lot of bills and policies. So I'll go with that as well. And also I'll go with many people go to their interview with no idea of what they are going to expect. They don't know that they don't have any idea, like nothing. Someone applied for the school for them. They don't know how application works. Someone applied for the visa for them. They don't know even how to fill the DS-160. They have no idea. And these number of these people are increasing. So if you have no idea and they ask you a question, you have no idea, so they are going to deny you. Yep. Mami Abba said my inter all the best, Mami Abba. You know, I've always said this that I believe in you. Very soon you'll share your story right here. So said, did you do economics? Why? Yeah, I did. I did economics. I not economics as a course, but I did economics as a subject. So I did economics. I did probability. I did statistics. I can't say that, but I did stats. Yeah, so that's why I'm. Yeah, so the slope, yeah, the slope of Ghana's, is this way. So that's why. So congratulations, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Okay. So by the end of tomorrow, if you are planning for your interview, write down your own story. That is your homework. I may come live tomorrow. When I come, everybody is going to. I'll call you. You tell me your story. I'll go to the next person. I'll call you. You request. You tell me your story. That's how you're going to do it. So tonight, your assignment is simple. You have to write down a story, like something related to your major that you want to do. Maybe if you are doing MBA, or if you want to do MBA, maybe you want to start your own business back in your home country. Uh, Someone is requesting, but yeah. So if you're doing MBA, maybe you want to start your own. Someone is saying demand and supply. Yeah, demand curve. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you're doing MBA, you have to get a story. Hey, Serenity, how are you doing? So if you're doing MBA, you can get a story on how you want to start this business in your home country. Maybe you want to start importation business back in your home country, but there is a specific course in this country that is going to help you. Everybody is there's an assignment for everybody watching me right now. Get a story tomorrow. I may come live. We will review your story and see how best we can do. We can go forward from there. Okay. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. What is MPA? What course is that? Said I'm from Liberia. Oh, Liberia. Dr. Kofi said she says she's from Liberia. Masters in public administration. Public administration. Cry. Tell me your goal. Why did you choose masters in public administration? Maybe you have a specific reason why you chose that. Is it how long will I stay? If it's a master's program, tell them 2 years. If it's an undergrad, let them know it's 4 years. So if your program is a 2 year program, just write it 2 year there, like 2 years. If it's a 4 year program, just write 4 years. Something you can ask. You can ask your question here, someone, son of God. And as I said, I'm going to put a link on my bio after this. If you're already on YouTube and you're watching right now, I already have a link on my bio. So click that link. You'll see some available dates. You choose one of the dates. You meet me. We talk. Okay. If you're on TikTok, I don't have a link there yet. The link currently, as I said, is it goes straight to the books. So you can get a book for free. Download the book right now. Start reading it. So go to my bio, get a book, and read it. Because after this, I'm going to change the link to the booking. So yeah, AI summary set. I'm talking about tips. So there's a TikTok AI summary. This is what it's saying. Sharing tips on how to craft a compelling story for your visa interview. The AI even knows that you have to get a story for your visa interview. So I'm not lying. Yeah, the AI is saying I'm sharing tips on how to craft a compelling story for your visa interview. So I don't lie. So yeah, get a story before you go. That is 100%. Asantua is busy on Fridays. That is the thing. Yeah, she told me she was busy, but we'll try and find a way to get in contact with her. Maybe on Thursdays or on a Saturday. I wanted to do it on a Friday. I contacted her, but she was busy on that Friday. So I'll let you know in case of anything. I'll let you know. Okay. So we will end here since I'm coming live tomorrow. We will end here and we continue tomorrow, God willing. So this is my last words for everybody who joined. What do I have to say? Is it? Do you have anybody who can help you with visa appointment date? I can help you, but I'm going to charge you $5 billion. I'll be going for my visa interview soon. Oh, okay, Amma. Yeah. So my last words to everybody here, man. If you forget everything I've said today, I've been yapping. I've been yapping. Also, I'm serious. Oh. So I don't want you to forget this. Number one, get a story. Try writing something down. Get a book and a pen. Leave TikTok aside. Write something down. Why did you choose the course you chose? Okay, write something down. I'm going to provide you a framework very soon, but write something down and yeah, get a story. Number two, believe in yourself. Okay, your mindset plays a major role in whatever you do. Keep on believing in yourself. I believe in you. When you're going there, always remember that I told you that you're going to succeed no matter what. Okay. God bless everybody watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Is that home ties for public administration with a concentration in communication, in community education? Now, if you've noticed one thing about me, I don't normally give general answers to people that this is what you have to say, right? Because everybody's story is different. So that is why I'm going to put a link there so I talk to you personally to know what exactly you want to do, what your story is, what your background is, what are you doing currently. I don't know all this information, so I can't give you an answer to prove as home tied. I don't know even whether you're working or not. So I don't give general answers to people like this is the answer you have to give and get approved. I need to listen to your story. And I'm not going to give you the answer that this is what you have to say. We are together going to frame your answer. Like, so since you brought an idea for us to form the story for you, you're going to know what to say on the day of the interview. Yeah. I don't know much about anyone here, so I can't give you a general answer of what to say. But as I said, I'm going to put a link on my YouTube. YouTube, as I said, is already on my bio. On TikTok, I'm going to change my link soon. I'm going to do that. So is that see? I love that. I love that. Is that see you in America soon? Say, yeah. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Film. I love positive people, and in my circle, only positive people around me. I don't love any negative energy around me. So before I leave, first like say thank you, bro. So before I leave, you type in the comment section your dream. Maybe I want everybody to type. I'm going to get approved. He said I'm from Latvia. Oh, you are late. I'm right. You're late. Latvia, you are late. You're late. So yeah, I need everybody to affirm this. I'm going to get approved. Type it in the comments right now. I will get approved. Everybody, before I leave. Hey, Amrit, how are you doing? I'm good. I'm doing amazing. How about you? Yeah, K July, me checking on, me checking it. As a, yeah, I'll get approved. Everybody. I need 17 more before I leave. And if you are down here, also type that. I'll get approved. Alexandro, you were here, then you came here, then you've come here, and now you're here again. Oh, we should link up, Amrit. We should link up. I would. There's a link on my bio, right? You can tap on that link. You can use that link to get a session with me so we talk. Okay. Yeah, so to everybody who typed I'll get approved in the comment section, may your dream come true. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. No morning. In the morning I have a conference. So I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Okay. Tomorrow evening. God bless everybody. Say, can I get your Instagram? Same name on Instagram. No, not same name, sorry. Amr, that's my Instagram. So may God be with everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.